It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another production here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It is our mission to try to bring you some news that you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. You can follow me on Twitter X at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And do check out our 24-hour stream on the website, OBNradio.com. With all that being established, let's jump right into today's episode. Well, today is the start of the Southwestern Athletic Conference Media Day. Birmingham, Alabama will be the location, and it is a day full of anticipation, full of excitement. And you have several new coaches, in particular on the West, and it's going to be very interesting to see how things pan out in this 2024 campaign. You have Alcorn, Southern, Grambling, Texas Southern, all new head coaches from the West. And of course, from the East, you'll have FAMU with a first-year head coach. So very intriguing on how things will pan out in this 2024 campaign as the people get together to rally around for what will be SWAC Media Day 2024. There are some whispers and speculations that the Southwestern Athletic Conference Digital Network will be launching out some game coverage for the 2024 campaign. And that excites me. That gets me truly excited because of the fact, and I'm on record for stating that the SWAC Digital Network is on the same level, if not better, than the ESPN Plus platform. In fact, it is the exact same delivery of product from both entities. And with the SWAC Digital Network stepping up the game, that's going to do yet another exposure for the brand opportunity with the package of the ESPN Plus, HBCU Go, and now the SWAC Digital Network. So that'll give you even more footprint in the areas, if you would, of extending the brand. And so I'm truly excited to see what games, because there's still a lot of quality games that would remain on the schedule that the SWAC Digital Network can pick up, and see just who will be lined up for the play-by-play and the commentary. So another exciting turn of the page for the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and let's give credit to Commissioner Dr. Charles McClellan. Part of the excitement of SWAC Media Day are the season projections selected by the coaches and the SIDs, and we'll quickly give you what we projected here from the Open Mic Broadcast Network before things get in circulation today. From the East, we have Alabama State being number 1, FAMU number 2, Jackson State number 3. We have Bethune-Cookman at number 4. We have Alabama A&M at number 5, and Mississippi Valley at number 6. On the west side of things, we are picking the Grambling State Tigers, Prairie View. We're going to go with Southern, Alcorn, Texas Southern, and Pine Bluff. Those are our picks here from the Southwestern Athletic Conference 2024 football campaign. And of course, throughout the course of the football season, we invite you to chime in on our message line to give your questions, comments, or concerns. That number is 720-721-1558. We ask that if you would, try to keep your comments under a minute, and if we could and see that it is one of those questions of noteworthiness, we can incorporate it on the program. That number again, 720-721-1558. As you know, I am always looking for creative, efficient ways for the conference to become better and separate themselves even more when it comes to the uniqueness that makes up the Southwestern Athletic Conference and the opportunities that would present itself. A few weeks ago, I made the mention, and I'll, reinstate it yet again on today, that it wouldn't bother me at all if the Southwestern Athletic Conference in football went to a 10-game conference schedule, leaving that odd game, that 11th game, as your potential money game. And the reason that I'm stating that is because some of our non-conference games are somewhat lackluster. We are playing down for the most part with your NAIA programs, Division II programs, and it's just not a good look, and it definitely doesn't help the RPI situation when it comes to the conference. Now, the conference is already in a unique state because of the fact we do not participate in the FCS playoff structure, which is another point that I think would enhance the overall body. Now, if we go to this 10-game conference structure, and we could do this one or two ways of settling the dust when it comes to determining who would become the champion for the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Now, before you guys jump on what I'm about to say, just hear me out fully. We do away with your East and West, and you can settle the dust one or two ways. You can have the top two teams that will qualify to play for the championship, or because how tight the league has been of recent, you could have your top four teams play in a playoff. And let's say one play 4, 2 play 3, and then you play your championship game based upon those winners. But there is a big what if that keeps all of this from becoming a reality, and it's going to involve 3 programs: Alabama State, Grambling State, and Southern University. We know that they traditionally play on the Thanksgiving weekend. Big games for all programs mentioned. And because of that, throughout the tradition of the years is why the SWAC does not participate in the FCS playoffs. And that's why when we do get an opportunity for the FCS playoffs, it's at an at-large bid. If those 3 entities would agree to play their traditional games, their money games, some very important games, a week prior to Thanksgiving, you could then have that Thanksgiving weekend the start of a centrally located midday and then an afternoon or evening playoff round between the 1 and 4 and the 2 and 3. And then that following week, you could have the championship game at the highest seeded school. This could work, and yes, it could even create more money for the conference. And I know those who are in those 3 areas that I mentioned, Alabama State, Grambling, and Southern. Why would we give up our weekend? You're not giving up your weekend. You're simply playing it a week prior. You're still going to have the people that will make that trek to New Orleans in the case of the Bayou Classic. They're still going to show up for Alabama State, which is their homecoming time. You're just doing it a week earlier. And then there could be the opposition of, people schedule their stuff. And yeah, it might affect some people, but I guarantee you there is enough interest in all of those games, or both of those games, that there will be people willing to take their places. And this could really set an entire new dynamic for the Southwestern Athletic Conference and its potential money increase when it comes to TV deals and just actually people attending the game at whatever location it would be. It is something that I think would be worth its weight to investigate, at least to see the potentials of what could be. And that way you still have everything lined up for the Celebration Bowl, and yet she added yet another notch in the SWAC belt of its uniqueness, its creativity, and the brand ability to stand alone. I know when you first hear this, it sounds a bit overwhelming and hard to get a grasp around, but I challenge you to just slow down and let it marinate just for a little while and see the potential that's in this proposal. It excites me. I don't know about you. I know Alabama State, Grambling, and Southern say, wait a minute, Prince, you stepping on some sacred ground right now. And I'm not trying to violate the sacred ground that has been established through those traditions. All we're asking is, just like everything in life, you make some minor adjustments so we can further the brand. Because the brand is what holds us all together and is what's going to become a win-win for each and every institution involved. Once again, our message line for your response to this or any other subject that we bring up is 720-721-1558. You can always leave your comments on our YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Would love to hear what you guys think about this. Meanwhile, I'm going to exit stage left. We got a lot of work in store for us on today for SWAC Media Day. So I'm going to get out of here and try to get myself anchored down for what should be a long and exciting day. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thank you guys so much for joining in with us. And until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.